morning. Happy to see everybody today. I had a little bit of a low day yesterday. Didn't do a lot physically, but I did a lot mentally. I had a little project I was working on my computer. So today I got up and I took a bike ride, and I just feel a lot better for it, just getting out and having a little exercise. And then, of course, I did my Bible study, which always brings joy to me. And I'm finishing up Philippians with the last part of Philippians 4. And today I am reading especially verses 10 to 13. And here's what they sound like from the New International Version. Verse 10. I rejoiced greatly in the Lord that at last you renewed your concern for me. Indeed, you were concerned, but you had no opportunity to show it. I'm not saying this because I am in need, for I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through him who gives me strength. Yet, it was good of you to share in my troubles. That was verses 10 to 14. It was good of you to share in my troubles. It's good of you who've watched my videos or called me on the phone or FaceTime me or sent a video of your own. It's just great for you to share, for us all to share in our troubles. I think that's so important. And the other thing that's important in this passage is, Paul, don't forget, was writing from prison. And he's saying, no matter where I am, no matter what's going on, no matter the circumstances, the Lord is my strength. That's a really tough thing to say sometimes for us, but the more you rely on it, the more you live that way, the better you get at it. If you try to do everything in your own strength, eventually you get tired and you get depressed and you kind of lose hope. If you're trying to do things in the Lord's strength, that's totally different. That's where the joy comes. And so this sharing in our troubles, what can we do at this point other than contact each other? Well, one thing we can do is donate and just take some time to reach out and send money to your church for their care and concern fund, or a homeless shelter or a food bank. These people are all in need of donations right now because there's going to be a lot of people in need. And so that's one thing we can do, is to reach out to them. And that's what he's saying here, how good it makes him feel. I rejoiced greatly in the Lord that at last you renewed your concern for me. Indeed, you were concerned, but you had no opportunity to show it. Well, they're far away from him. They didn't have an opportunity to show it. We can show it. We can do it online. We can send a donation in with a check. There's a lot of ways that we can show our love and our appreciation for other people and our compassion for their needs right now. And then I think it's great that he says, I'm not saying this because I'm in need, but I've learned to be content whatever the circumstances. If our contentment rests in circumstances, we're always going to be up and down and roller coastering along. If our contentment rests in the Lord, in knowing we're a child of God, in knowing he loves us exactly the way we are, and he died for us, and we don't have to worry about past problems that we created or sins that we committed or things we did wrong. We don't have to second guess ourselves. We don't even have to have absolutely everything right now. We can wait. We can wait for things. And we can be joyful in the meantime. And that's what he's saying right here, is that it's the Lord who gives him that strength to do that. On his own, he'd be bemoaning his circumstances, and so would we. But if we trust in God and we concentrate on the joy that comes from that, there's joy in every day then. There's contentment in every circumstance, no matter whether we have lots of friends around us or whether we're sheltering. And so that's something to always remember. And I want to end with verse 14. Yet it was good of you to share in my troubles. I really appreciate all of you who've prayed for me, who've prayed for my son. I know that's one thing that we can use to really connect us, is our prayers. And it's good to share in our troubles because it just helps us. It just helps us. We need that connection. We need God to be our strength, and then we need connection with other people. You can connect through video, like I am, or you can connect on the phone. You can connect in a lot of ways, or you can connect by giving and donating to some worthy cause, especially your churches who will have people coming to them and asking for help. And we want to be there for them. We want to be there in love. And one of the ways I can do that way down here from Florida is just simply to send my money. You know, 'cause I can't get out right now, can't do a lot. But that is one thing I can do. So just wishing all of you a joyous day today, no matter what your circumstances are. I hope you really let the joy of the Lord be your strength today. And concentrate on that. Let that be your focus. And it will move you to reach out to others. I know it will. So have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you all soon.